Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. These just get later and later and later every single day. This is going to become the lunch live stream, which actually might be a pretty good idea, to be honest. All right, I'm going to wipe the camera lens. 1 second. Yeah, welcome to the lunch live stream. Post-lunch. Another busy morning here. Trying to get everything. Went to a dinner party last night. It was awesome. Awesome. I was out way too late at somebody's amazing house. Oh my gosh. Beautiful, beautiful home. Amazing dinner party. Our friend just got back from Alaska. She had caught a halibut, and they cut it up, packed it up, and it was basically fresh, right out of the Alaskan, I don't know where it was, bay, something. That is the best fish taco I have ever freaking had. It was so good. But I did stay out too late. Had a nice time with some friends though. And then this morning had some meetings, and now I'm just drawing through lunch, and I've only got an hour because I'm going on the air with a local radio guy, Dave Ellswick. I go on his show occasionally, sometimes with myself, sometimes with Tim Lim, another local artist, and Mark Pellegrini, who is, of course, the Mark Twain of Comicsgate. He's been dubbed. And my co-plotter and scriptwriter for Red Rooster Golden Age. On Indiegogo right now, we are pushing $95,000. I haven't checked. I haven't looked at it all morning, but I have seen a few people, a few new backers rolling in. I really appreciate that. So I've got a radio star, yeah. But I'm already a YouTube star. Just kidding. Arkansas, the new comics movement. Yeah. So I am the leader. I am the leader of the Arkansas comic book mafia. I think that sounds edgy and kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to do some gesture drawings today. I have maybe 40 minutes. I'm not tyrannical. Ooh, this is a nice one. How's everybody's Friday? Why am I drawing in pencil? That's no fun. That's no fun. There's no danger. There's no danger involved when I'm just drawing in pencil. Let's erase that. Jimmy's having a great Friday. Pete's having a great Friday. Wonderful. I'm having a pretty nice Friday too. Paydays are good days. Paydays are great days. It's a great, great day to back Red Rooster Golden Age on Indiegogo. Falcon 24,000 is drawing Red Rooster right now. Wonderful. I can't wait to see that. I hope you'll share it with everyone. So what's in the news today? Did I miss anything? I hear somebody's in trouble. James Gunn. Yeah, I saw just a little bit about that. I don't quite know even what's fully going on. I heard a couple of bad things, and then I heard people like freaking out, like there's worse things. I'm not even sure I want to know. Stay out of the negativity. All right, yeah, that's a great idea. This is yeah, I don't want to know. Okay, this one isn't working out. Thank you for showing up, all 34 of you. These streams are kind of quiet. Any other types of paint you like besides watercolors? So I'm using, actually, this is all done in colored inks. These are fountain pen inks, which are kind of wild. They're more like dyes. You can dip brushes right into color. They're a bit wild, unpredictable, uncontrollable, just kind of like me. So if these are fountain pen inks, and I dip brushes into them sometimes. You could also do dip pens. Oh, this one's nice. Man, I'm dragging today. Have you started calling me Uncle Mitch yet? A couple people. I had an Uncle Mitch as a kid. I didn't read the rest of it. I hope it wasn't anything bad. I'm sure your Uncle Mitch was very excellent. Uncle Mitch's, they're not the kinds of guys that sell candy out of unmarked white vans or anything. Who am I drawing? Okay, so I'm reference.sketchdaily.net. I'm doing today 5-minute gestures. I don't know who this is. It's just a model they served up for me. It's okay. Well, I'd be offering the Order of the Dawn perk on the next book campaign. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a fun perk. I mean, you get name checked in the back of the book. Yeah, so why not? Let's make it a permanent thing. Will I be doing a live stream with Ethan when we hit the 100,000? Yes. We talked about it anyway, so that's likely, that's probably, I'll give it a 95% chance. Unless, unless something like keeps him from doing it. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I still have to draw Cyberfrog. For $100,000 sketch goal, that's what they're talking about. When we hit $100,000, we're going to be giving away through raffle of Red Rooster, Golden Age, Indiegogo backers. So if you've backed the campaign, you will be automatically entered into the raffle. And the one lucky winner will win a Red Rooster sketch by Ethan Van Sciver and a Cyberfrog sketch by me. I think that's cool. It was Ethan's idea. Fun idea, yeah. So I think that's it's gonna be a party. Cyber Rooster. I am told that the Hornets can't see red, so theoretically a Red Rooster would have been a survivor. What kind of paper? I missed that question, the rest of it, but this is a Moleskine sketchbook in A3 size. It's the biggest one they make. They're really actually kind of cool. It's not the greatest paper in the world, but it takes, you can see here, it takes water okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's pretty thick paper. It absorbs pretty well. I mean, I wouldn't do any finished work on it. It bleeds through, you can see. Oh, it's bleeding. Too much, I worked too wet on this page. So this is like beyond the limits of the paper. Let's draw something else. These are 5-minute drawings. That's too long. 2-minute drawings. Okay, this was fun. Oh yeah, this was a fun one. Let's draw this. Pirate chick. She's holding her gun really weird. Drives me crazy that I can't color like the Brightwisers. So I have, so if you don't know, Elizabeth, my lovely and talented wife, is a colorist. She's currently coloring Batman. She's been nominated for 2 Eisner Awards. I've suggested to her, once things die down, and we have a Red Rooster's underway, all Futurist is underway, and all that kind of good stuff. think she should do a crowdfund for a how to color book. What do you guys think about that? Like a nice book about coloring comic books, color theory, all that kind of good stuff. Flintlock chicks. Man, this was not. Man, I am off. Oh, I'm so off today. What the hell am I doing? This drawing is terrible. Okay, let's try this one. Oh my gosh, this is... What is the origins of the Red Rooster Secret Society? So the Red Rooster Secret Society is the Order of the Dawn. And I'm not going to reveal when it started. I think I know. But essentially the Order of the Dawn is the Red Rooster, of course, is a member. There's only one. It's a mantle passed from generation to generation. But also his friends and allies, anyone that's in on the secret, right? So it could be like, Teddy Roosevelt and Abraham Lincoln, like people that would have called upon the Red Rooster, world historic figures. People that fought alongside Red Roosters of the past would have been members of the Order of the Dawn, a secret society, and it has a motto, a credo, a set of values that the mantle is supposed to uphold, and responsibilities. It's very ancient in many ways, not as ancient as the Rooster's villains. So anyway, it's fun. It's just an aspect of the book that is multi-layered and allows us to play in other times and places, which I really want to do. What do I use for a blotter? This is J. Herbin blotting paper. It comes in a pack. It's made in France, I think, and it's specifically for fountain pens, fountain pen inks, and that kind of thing. So that's what I use as a blotter. And so when you're working with ink, it's a bit different because you have to, if you want to create a pastel look, you either have to water it down, or you can, if you over apply it, then you can pick up some of the excess ink with this blotting paper, which is heavily absorbent. J. Herbin. Here, you can take a screenshot. Geek Out Loud says, I just used an old phone book. Yeah, that'd probably be a lot cheaper, wouldn't it? Could I do a vid on all my materials and tools? Okay, you got it. I'll do it. Sounds good to me. Well, if any day I needed a warm up, today was the freaking day. My goodness. And then I gotta run. Be on the air, on the radio. Dave Ellswick, it's the Dave Ellswick show. I come on about once, twice. Now I'm coming on like 2 or 3 times a month. Become a regular guest on his show, Central Arkansas Talk, News Talk. But he does lots of pop culture stuff and movies. Cool guy. Makes me a better talk show host. Will we see someone who failed the Red Rooster training and now vows revenge? I don't want to. Okay, we're in spoiler territory. I don't think you're going to see that exact scenario, but that's a dynamic within the story that can't be ignored. It's very rich what we could do with that. Thank you, Denali. That's very nice of you to say. That's makes me feel like I'm providing a service, which is nice. Do you like these in the morning, or do you guys like these at lunch or after lunch? What do you think? Can there ever be peace between SGWs and comic skaters? Uh, uh, not when they're like violent and strange. Uh, most people are really good people, though. Morning, morning. I think everybody's. I'll tell you what. We got 74 people in here. Well, it's more than I thought. Sometimes in the mornings we'll get around 100 at its peak. Attacking Elizabeth Bright. Are they still on that? Are they still attacking my wife? Does Elizabeth use watercolor? Not for her work yet, but I'm encouraging her to do so. I would like to do. I would like to see her uh, try some of that. Try some watercolor. Try some hand done stuff. They're still messing with Clean. I don't know. I haven't checked. I'm too busy to deal with these people. But she's definitely not happy about what they said about her, and especially Lee Weeks. She's very protective of Lee Weeks. And I'm very protective of her, so. Do you guys ever work with acrylic or oil? Well, thank you very much to say we were talented. I have not painted in oil since a little bit after college. Elizabeth did some oil painting right when we first got married, but not really since we've been in comic books. I wanted to be a fantasy painter. Paint dragons and warriors and stuff. That was really cool when I was a kid. So I wanted to learn how to paint. Started painting at a pretty young age. Was I a Frazetta fan? I mean, he was on my radar. I don't think I wasn't a super fan, but I mean, of course, I love his work just like everybody else. Uh, I mean, I did. I was obviously mesmerized with his drawings, probably more so than his paintings. Dragons equal dinosaurs. See, that's what I always wondered when I was a kid. It's like, do they just like when people would just dig up like giant bones out of the ground? You know, it happened. and they're like, "What the hell is this?" uh, it must be some mythical beast that was slain by our ancestors. Um, and so you make up all these fancy stories about it. I'm running out of paper. Any advice on how to successfully launch a Kickstarter or crowdfunding? Whew. Everybody's a little bit different. You could start a bunch of internet drama. That's not particularly my forte, necessarily. Sometimes it seems to find me, though. And I do tell people what I think, which does have a tendency to get you in trouble these days. Build an audience, build trust with your audience. I put out my sketches for The Futurist and The Red Rooster for years. So build great product, build a fan base, and then make sure you have all your ducks in a row. And then just pray everybody believes in what you're doing. But you have to promote, you have to do the work, you have to show you're a talent. Probably helps to find some good partners. Grow a thick skin. What else? EVS has the hands of an artist, or are you talking about me? I missed your chat. I think we both have gentle, soft, supple artist hands. You eat me. They're inky fingers. Oh, my fingers are always inky. And I have this crazy, not flipping anybody off here, crazy pad from drawing so much from being, since I was a little kid. Look at the divot. Is the Futurist only going to be in the India area? Probably. But India is a massive subcontinent with a hugely diverse. It's not necessarily, right? I don't know. Mostly. Mostly. But all the characters are sort of, for their time, very globe-trotting, adventure-seeking heroes and villains. But yeah, I think it's pretty firmly grounded there. We have other plans beyond this story and set of characters, even as they might. I can't spoil anything. There's spoilers if I get too far ahead of myself. But beyond the story we're telling with these characters, there is more. And I'll just leave it at that. There's more. Have I read Conrad's Heart of Darkness? Yes. I think The Futurist fits into that time frame. Yes. So I have described, one of the ways I describe the Futurist book is so Red Rooster is Rockwell meets Lovecraft. People seem to like that extrapolation. The Futurists is Peter Pan meets Apocalypse Now. So if you're a fan of Heart of Darkness, you know that that movie, the story there was inspired by Heart of Darkness, like very, very much so. And so is our book. I've read it a couple times. One just, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago was the last time I read it. What made me decide to outsource the Futurist art? I can only draw one book, and we're trying to do something. We're trying to grow something kind of bigger than what just Elizabeth and myself and Mark are capable of. So there was essentially, it had to be done. And we have the perfect partner with Butch. He's very, very excited. He loves kind of pulpy. I mean, you've seen his work on Roos. I mean, this is going to be that times 10, with more magic and adventure and pulp and more Jules Verne. What are Red Rooster's guilty pleasures? How does he relax? When we pick up on him, he's not very relaxed at all. I'm assuming he's a carnal man. He enjoys what we enjoy. Vaudeville, the movies. I don't know. My thought is since he's the star, or his life and his exploits are recreated for like these talky movie films, right? I would think that he probably doesn't enjoy movies because he wants to. Who would want to see? Yeah, I mean, he kind of like he's probably weirded out by that, seeing his exploits reproduced, being kind of well known. I know I wouldn't want to see myself uh, portrayed on film like that. I would never go to the movies. Will I release a teaser of both projects in a PDF? I think that's a pretty good idea. A few people have asked me this about this, but I don't want to give any spoilers away. I don't want to spoil anything. But I do think sending out a PDF to backers, updating them on the progress of the work is a great idea. So expect that. I want to make sure that happens because you guys are gonna have to wait a few months. I want in a couple months, 3 months, 2 or 3 months to update you with a lookbook, perhaps of progress and other stuff. But I'm also going to be drawing. I'm going to be drawing live. I'm going to be posting panels and pictures and sketches from this series and from Red Rooster Golden Age as I create them. I'm going to do this in a way so that I don't give any spoilers out or do too much of the story away. Okay, I gotta go. It was fun. This was fun. I'm rusty this morning, so I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Hope you had a nice time. Thanks for tuning in. I gotta go jump on the radio. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to tell your friends about Red Rooster Golden Age on Indiegogo. We are getting really close to 100K, so let's help us push it over 100K this weekend, so we can start next weekend with a fresh set of wings. We'll be flying high. You're amazing too. Thank you all very, very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.